This is the plaintiff, Billy. She says the defendant, her neighbor, and her friend turned around and stabbed her in the back by opening her big fat mouth and blabbing her personal business for everyone to hear. Now, everyone in the neighborhood knows her business. Much of what the defendant spoke about wasn't true, and now her career is ruined. She's suing the blabbermouth for $5,000 for defamation, loss of livelihood, mental anguish, and pain and suffering. This is the defendant, Sonia Braswell. She says the plaintiff babysat for a girl in the building they lived in, and she would sometimes go visit and hang out while she was working. Only thing she did out of concern was to tell the baby's mother that the baby seemed to sleep all day and that maybe she should get that checked out. Well, the plaintiff, who thinks she's some kind of great singer, went ballistic, accused her of blabbing her business to the world, and now is claiming the reason she's not working is because of her. Oh, crazy loon. She's accused of having a big mouth. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $2,000 for slander and defamation of character.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated, come forward.
Wow.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome in.
Okay, Billy.
Yes.
You've asked us just to refer to you as Billy. You were suing your neighbor and former friend, Sanji Braswell, for $5,000 for defamation, loss of livelihood, mental anguish, and pain and suffering. You are counterclaiming $2,000 for slander and defamation. What's going on?
I'd like to clear one thing up. I'm not suing her for loss of my livelihood, interference with my livelihood.
Interference.
Yes, because I was planning on quitting, but I was explaining to her when I would go to her house to visit.
Stop. Start from the beginning. What's going on?
All right. I was babysitting for my daughter's friend for about a year. After a while, I started feeling uncomfortable and I needed more rest because I sing at night. The baby started becoming more active.
What kind of singing do you do?
I'm the princess of jazz. As it's told to me, is James Brown.
Self-proclaimed, or someone else call you that?
No, James Brown gave me that name when he was alive in 2006 before he passed at a record store when he gave out his last CD called The Last Step. And I asked him if Billie Holiday was known as the Queen of Jazz, does that make me the Princess of Jazz? And he said, you're damn right to do, darling, and don't you let nobody tell you no different. So it was
okay, that's it. It's yours. All right.
It was that from then on.
So you do, but you actually do a Billie Holiday impersonation?
No, I'm not an impersonator.
Okay.
I'm not an imitation.
I can't help but notice that you want to be called Billy. That's not your name, right?
Someone gave me the name at the Apollo Theater, and it aired before I caught up with it.
But you want to be referred to as Billy?
Yes, I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, so go ahead.
I was babysitting for my friend's daughter, like I said.
Yeah.
And
you were feeling uncomfortable because you were getting tired.
Yeah, and the child was becoming more active. When I first started to babysit the child, the mother said she sleeps. She gave me her sleep schedule. I said, that's fine, because that works with my schedule. That way I won't have to, get so groggy in the evening when it's time for me to go to work. She said, fine. I told her, I said, when the baby starts becoming more active, you'll have to find somebody else. And that time had come. Certain things were going on and I wasn't comfortable. I was feeling down. I would talk to Miss Braswell about it because we are neighbors. We like Betty and Wilma. You got a green pepper song? Yeah, come down and get it. Munchie, you got some ice? And they call me Munchie where I live.
Okay.
Okay. So we were like that. When I'm feeling down or feeling good or something wonderful happens, such as a publicity item, I'd go down. If I go shopping for something, I show her what I bought and tell her, this is on sale, Sonia. You need to go get one of these too because it's cheap now. That's the kind of friends we were. She would sympathize with me, Munchie. I could tell you not feeling this babysitting thing no more. I can tell. After the parents' mother stopped bringing the baby to my house because I had a foot surgery. Doctor's orders were to light movement, no heavy work. So I told the doctor I'm a babysitter. And I push a stroller. He said, that you will have to stop because if your foot bends...
Okay, I got you.
So, during the downtime when the baby didn't want to take a nap, I would go downstairs and visit. And she would talk to me, play with the baby and stuff, And I would say, I'm thinking about quitting, so I'm not feeling this. After a while, the mother stopped bringing the child. So she would ask me every day, you ain't got the baby today, Munchie? I'm like, no. Oh, okay. As the days passed, she keep asking me. I said, I don't know. Why are they not telling you that you're not bringing the baby? What happened? I don't know. But when she doesn't call, I know I have the day off because she only calls me when she's bringing the baby so I can get up and get prepared or come to the house. Okay. Every day she's asking me that. I said, I don't know what's going on. Me and my daughter don't know why she's not telling me nothing. Then she started saying, Munchie, I saw the baby and her mother today. And every day I was like, okay. And, I didn't know why she was doing that. One day she said, I saw the baby today and her mother and her new baby. Said, well, let me not even say nothing because I do not know if that's the babysitter or not. I know she was with some girl with braids. I don't know who the person was. I'm not going to say it's the babysitter because I don't know for sure. I say, no, Munchie, I swear I don't know. I started getting suspicious from that point on because it slipped. Okay. Days went on, she started asking about my check for the babysitting. That's an ACS automated service thing. You have to call in and report your days that you work. And within the month's time, they calculate and send it to you the following month. Every day, Munchie, you got your check? No. Munchie, you got your check? Did they send your check yet? No, it ain't get here yet. After a while, it started to annoy me. So I said, Sonia, why you keep asking me about that check? Munchie, I just want to know if you got your money like you're supposed to. Sonia, I don't need that check. I sing. What, for $40 at some cotton club? I said, what? I said, look, people hire me outside of that. I said 2 weeks ago, this was in April. I said 2 weeks ago, some lady hired me and 10 members of my band for $2,500. You ain't give me none. I said, baby, I had to pay the band. I have to pay my band a certain amount of money.
Okay, where's your lawsuit? I'm hearing about neighbor gossip.
This is where this is what I'm saying. Okay, all along asking me what happened to the baby, why the mother not bringing the baby, where's your check? She knew all already. Okay. I didn't. She went to the parent, told her, if I were you, I wouldn't let Munchie watch your kids because Munchie be spreading your business. And this is what the mother told me after she talked to my daughter for 7 hours overnight one night. The night of May 2nd into the 3rd, she talked to my daughter. My daughter called her because I said, one night I went downstairs. I said, Sonia, I don't know who's starting all this turmoil, but when I find out who it is and I get to the bottom of it, I'm going to sue the out of them. And I mean it.
What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is this lady keeps saying she's inquiring about why the mother didn't bring the kids.
I heard all that.
All right.
What is it? Are you suggesting that it's
that
because you lost the job because of her telling the mother apparently the truth that
I gave the mother 62 days.
Weren't feeling the whole babysitting thing.
In March, I gave the mother 62 days to find another babysitter. Sonia,
so you were going to quit anyway?
Yeah, I was.
Right. So why are you suing her? Because the idea is that she lost you a job and it cost you money.
She didn't lose a job. I was quitting the job.
Right. So why are you suing her? Because she's making you angry because she's a gossip monger and she's spreading your business in the neighborhood.
Listen.
I was all right when the mother wasn't bringing up because I knew the mother was mad at me. We had an argument, me and the parent. Okay?
Oh, you had an argument with the parent?
Yes.
What was the argument about?
Different things that I didn't, old school parenting versus new school parenting.
What?
Meaning that I don't believe in spoiling children. The little girl was kind of spoiled. She got away with a lot of stuff that should have been.
Meaning what? Just be specific.
Hitting back to parents.
Okay.
Like if parents said, come get away from that.
Okay, but what was your argument about with the mother?
The argument was about the child. I went upstairs. I was at Sonia's house with the baby one day. I said, Sonia, watch her for a minute while I go upstairs and get a cigarette. She said, okay. She was in the room with her husband and the baby was in the room. There was like a doorway. So she said that the baby touched her inappropriately.
Touched who inappropriately?
Sonia said she touched me inappropriately. Munchie, she's seeing something she ain't supposed to be seeing. I said,
how old is this baby?
2. She's 2. She's going to be 3 next week. She said, the baby touched her inappropriately. I said, how? She described to me how the baby touched her. And she said, and she kept looking out like that to see if you was coming. She said, and when she heard the door slam and heard you say, I'm back, she pulled her hands down real quick and act like she wasn't doing nothing. I said, okay, I'm going to let her mother know that. Okay, so when the time came that me and the parent had the argument, I gave Sonia the cell phone. I said, Sonia, tell her mother what she did. So the mother was in agreement. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, wait, what is Sonia telling her? So I got the phone back. I said, Sonia, what did you tell her? I told her it didn't matter to me, Munchie. It don't mean nothing. She just a baby. It didn't. What she told me in the house and what she told mother.
Stop. Do you have any evidence from the mother of the child who stopped using you as the caretaker?
I have a letter.
That the reason she stopped using you as a caretaker was something that she made up?
I believe so.
Okay, let me see.
I think I read this.
And let me hear your
time.
side, your response to her, and why you're suing for $2,000.
Well, I was
for
actually going to sue because she, I First of all, I take care of my disabled husband that has ALS. He's very sick, Lou Gehrig. She know what I go through in a day's time.
I'm very sorry.
Very sick person. Didn't know what he had for 3.5 years. Just found out it's Lou Gehrig's. She know what I go through on a daily basis. Never did I try to hurt her any kind of way. The baby was nervous. The baby stayed in my house. She's crying and she's yanking her out the door, this, that, and the other. She knows how I am about kids. She can be very verbal, you know, and she might have been scared because she'll scream. She don't want to go out the door. She'll get your little butt out this door. She'll take out the door. See, you see what she said when she said she's watching and look around the corner because the little baby has to be nervous about something. Like, you're making this little girl like it's more than it is. You know what I'm saying? I was upset because she didn't get her 2 weeks pay. She came crying to me and I said, Munchie, somebody should pay you. That's right. You're right. Somebody should pay you. She said, no, Sonia, I'm just going to leave it alone. So, Munchie, I took out my daily
Did you talk to the mother?
Yes, and she wrote me a statement.
What did you tell the mother?
I told her, I was like, I'm a little concerned that the baby, you know, her reaction when she's around or when she has to leave my house, she's crying, so the reaction. So I said to her, I'm a little concerned about that. You know what I'm saying?
But in any event, and the mother's response to you was what?
She said, I'm getting ready to get a new babysitter because she didn't want her to stay in her house because, you know, she has a lot of things in her house that you can't walk in there. So because she had
What does that mean?
It means
you mean crowded?
She's a hoarder, very much so, yes.
Okay.
So I just said to her, first of all, the mother called me across the street and she said how the baby cries when the father takes her upstairs in the morning. I said, well, I'm a little concerned too because she cries.
Are you friends with the mother?
I know her from,
okay.
I know her from her.
So you admit that you did say something to the mother,
Yes,
but according to both you and the plaintiff, things were on the outs already anyway.
Yeah, they were on the outs.
Okay, so now why are you suing for $2,000 for slander and defamation?
Because she's been told everybody this is ridiculous. She know what I go through in a day's time.
Okay, but what is the slander and defamation that she committed against you that should allow you to collect $2,000 from her?
Okay, well, I actually was going to sue for my bathroom, but I couldn't obtain the pictures, so I had to put slander. My bathroom is a mess. She didn't want to sink upstairs. Yes, it's a whole crazy process. But my bathroom is a mess. She didn't want to sink. She had them remove the sink, and she know I keep my house very neat, and I had the water poured in my house. That's what I was going to sue her for.
What does she have to do with that?
She had her sink removed out of her home. She was going to buy her own, and they plugged the hole up. So everything, you know, after a while, it's going to bust. Everything bust in my house.
Okay, but you're not suing for that. You're suing for slander and defamation. So tell me what you're suing for.
I'm suing because she's just the worst person I could ever see. She goes outside. She tells everybody that she's slandering me all in the street.
What is she saying?
I'm just saying that I'm crazy, that I'm making her lose her job. You have a job, you're a babysitter, but you leave your son with the baby all the time. When do you babysit?
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So does she have a case here?
I would say no if she's quitting in the first place.
What is the slander doing?
No slander.
Right. I mean, even if she was slandered, if she was going to quit, she didn't lose anything, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you don't want people saying bad things about you, so.
But if you don't want people saying bad things about you, but if what they say about you doesn't really affect your life because you were going to quit anyway, you're not out anything.
Absolutely no, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I made sense. Going inside the courtroom.
How old's the son?
Her son is 17. I mean, he's a good kid, but he can't. That's not his job. That's her job. And you out all the time. You're not babysitting this baby. You're in the street.
You know that a 17-year-old, I don't care how nice and wonderful the 17-year-old is, 17-year-old boy is in contact with her 2-year-old child?
Yes, and that's where the problem came in at. That's where we got into it because a neighbor seen her without the baby. And she said to me, Sonia, she went to the home the next day, to the baby's home the next day, and she seen the little girl playing in the tub. And she came crying to me. She said, it's a whole...
I got to call it. I just got to call it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done, guys.
Thank you.
I was approached by the plaintiff's neighbor. Oh, that's you. Okay, I got it. I was approached by the plaintiff's neighbor. She told me I should get another babysitter. She also told me how the plaintiff was spreading my business when she was my child care provider. Her neighbor also informed me that she got upset when she spoke to my daughter.
That's not mine. That must be hers.
Oh, Okay, let me get yours. So she wrote a statement for
I
each of
sent
you?
mine in.
Fascinating. Go ahead, let me see the one you
I
got.
have it. I sent it in with the judge.
I got
sent it in with my paperwork.
I would like to clarify that Sonji Braswell advised me about looking for a new childcare provider. I was already in the process of doing so. She was not the reason or had any influence on my decision on firing the plaintiff. I have my reasons, which I do not want to disclose. It was my personal choice. My child's welfare is my priority. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Thank you, ladies. This was fun. Let me explain something. You two, Wilma and who's the other one? Betty or Lucy and Ethel or whoever the heck you want to call yourselves. Let me explain something to you.
Yes.
Okay? There are legal cases and then there is building gossip.
Thank you.
It sounds to me like you two got a bunch of building gossip going on.
Thank you.
And the only reason I'm not angry that you wasted my time is that you provided some comic relief for me. So on your lawsuit against her, 0, and on your countersuit against her, 0. Go home, ladies.
Thank
All
you.
First, it's the plaintiff coming out here to explain what just went on in the courtroom.
Ooh, she lied.
Yeah.
My son is 17. He goes to school every day. It was that particular day he watched the daughter for me for like 5 minutes, and the mother knew it when she brought the child to my house.
There was so much said in there. You know, why are you focusing on that one particular thing? I mean,
well,
that was a bunch of back
we
and
got to
forth.
do something else because a lot of lies were just told. A lot. The mother knew when my son had to watch the child, and it wasn't often. It was maybe once or twice.
How's the singing career going?
Excellent.
That's the main thing?
Oh, yes, indeed. That's going to be what it is.
Okay.
And that's why.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Awesome. Okay. All right.
How are you?
Good. You?
I'm good. She's a little touched up there, and everybody in the whole area knows that. She makes $40 a night at the Cotton on a Monday night. She doesn't work anywhere else. She's ridiculous. Like, you don't have a career. You just keep us up at nighttime.
And that bothers you?
It bothers me. I have a husband that's disabled, that has ALS, that I take care of solely on my own, and it's a lot for me, and I have to deal with this every night. That's the problem.
Okay, Harvey?
Here's the thing. There was nothing really wrong here. It was harmless gossip, and harmless gossip, almost never rises to the level of defamation. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.